All right, so the next glove we're going to work on is a 44 Signature Series 12-inch. It is my cousin Drew's. As you can see, it's a little dirty, so it's going to make for an awesome clean. We'll go through that. We will do a full relace, including the heel, the thumb, the pinky, but it should be awesome. Drew, thanks for trusting me with your mitt, man. All the laces are gone. We're going to clean. Tonight we're using Ball Player Balm with a little bit of water. Now the next thing we're going to do with this 44 is condition it. I've used a couple of different conditioners over the years, and I'm actually going to try out some new stuff from my friend Dave Valley. That's my hat on for this video. Dave was a college teammate of mine at Cedarville for a year. He is in the Rochester area. They make custom gloves. They have custom training gloves, the best on the market. Unbelievable stuff. Love them. I was literally using one of those trainers until just a couple of years ago, and I gifted it to somebody else. So they are starting to sell a glove conditioner, and Dave, along with his hat, took care of me, sent me some of it. So that's what we're going to use with glove conditioner. You apply it in little spots and then rub it in with we have a microfiber towel that we'll be using today. Alright, so that was conditioning the leather. It makes a big difference already. You can just kind of see some of the areas that had dried out have a little bit more life in it now. The weight of that conditioner itself is still pretty light, which I know is a pretty important thing. It's not one of those, there's some heavier, some of the off-brand stuff that you can find on Amazon. It actually isn't so good for your glove. It weighs it down quite a bit. You can feel the difference, and when you can feel it in a glove, that's not good. But this is some great stuff. Again, that's Valley Sporting Goods, valleysportinggoods.com. Check it out. If it's not available now, it will be soon. Dave, thanks for sending this, buddy. This is great. All right, so a little bit of a new angle for you. I told you it'd be leveling up. It's clean, very nice looking clean afterwards. But one of the things we need to do, we scraped out some of the old gunky adhesive, and we need to get some new stuff in there. So once again, it's the Ball Player Balm palm adhesive coming to the rescue. You may remember from our first video, we said we're going to make sure we treat our laces. So I have a nice Columbia blue lace here that'll look good with this white and blue glove of Drew's. But the first thing we're going to do now that we've got the palm adhesive in, everything's been readied, nice and clean, conditioned. We're going to lace our needle up. Alright, so we're going to start this relace at the thumb. We've got our nice Columbia blue lace. You can see there's 4 holes here, 4 holes on this side. We're going to go straight through. We want to make sure our smooth side is facing up. If you remember from the Kelly Black that we started this whole experience with, we didn't actually do the thumb or pinky. We avoided that, just kept it pretty clean. Well, we're going to start there this time, pull it through. Now we want to make sure our lace is continuing to be smooth side up. In my brief experience thus far, it has seemed to kind of had a tendency that the laces wanted to twist almost, but keep it pretty clean here. Now it's snug but not tight. If you're pulling it tight, you're going to pull your tying lace through. So there we go. First part started. Now we're going to go back through the second hole to the other side. And again, that smooth side faces up. Pulling it through, making sure the smooth side stays down. And again, snug, but not tight. I like where we're at so far. Alright, now on the flip side, we're going to go through hole number 3 here. If you're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4. Hole number 3 through here. Back out the top. Spot right there, little 180 twist. And again, snug. Looks pretty good, but we're going to have to twist coming back up here. We're going to go down this last hole. Focusing on making sure that smooth side stays up. There we go, looking pretty good. Now, similar to when we doubled through this side, we're going to have a double coming back up into this third hole. Now we still want to make sure we're smooth side up coming through this side. And there we have it. Thumb is redone. Snip this. And boom. Thumb done. Alright, so since we have this thumb done, we're going to tie it up. Alright, and actually tie this up while we're at it. So, having the smooth sides facing you, after we've run them through, we're going to go left underneath the right, pulling it. This one I kind of pull down, and this one I kind of pull to the left. Getting that knot in the middle might be hard to see, but the smooth side faces up on the knot this way and this way. So you have a smooth side going this way, rough side going this way. Now I want to go with the rough side over and under. And we're going to pull straight to the left, to the right. Boom, there you have it. Alright, so the pinky side is very similar to the thumb side. We've got 4 knots. We've got 4 holes here, we've got 4 holes here. It'll be a very similar process. Now let's see if I can remember this. So we go left underneath, pull it tight, and bring the bottom one up, down, go, a little half turn so the smooth side is facing up. How about that? Pinky laced. We've got our knot tied on here. It's a simple box knot, easy for me to say. And we're going to start right here in the pinky. Now, when we pull through, we've skived the lace so it's a little bit thinner, and that'll come up big here in a minute. We're going to make this run down here, double back up this way, more or less. Now for every one hole that's up here, there's actually 2 inside here. You can kind of maybe see it right there and right there. And that's going to allow us to make a run that goes through each one of these holes, but at the bottom is actually going up and through. So. So this is where I was telling you it gets a little bit tricky. We're going to go through the bottom now that we're at the heel. Come out. And instead of the rough side facing up, once we're in here, we're going to make a little bit of a, I guess we could call it a quarter of a turn. And we're going to start going up the rest of the palm. So just kind of, it's very simple, but it's very important. Well, my camera died, but it actually allowed me to look and confirm here. So we've got these 3 run right here, but you can see things start to get spaced out a little bit more down here too. That is because we don't have to make those runs through the same hole anymore. And I double checked. I went and went on 44 just to make sure. Now we're at the end here, and we're going to come out this spot in the thumb, and similar to the pinky side where we came in, we're going to tie a knot. Now that we have the palm done and laced up, looking pretty nice, we are going to do the heel. Now this is also my first time doing this, but we'll see what we can do. So I'm going to go through, and one of the key parts of doing the heel is kind of the tie down. So we're gonna go around 2 of these holes here, maybe a little bit more, just to give ourselves a little bit of wiggle room. So as we tighten on our way through, it could pull some of that. So we don't want to make it too close, but all good. So we went through this top hole on the pinky side, and we're going to go back through that and start down the heel. Right in over the lace, you can see there. Pull that tight. Just like we had 2 runs at the top. Let that happen again. So now that we've made our heel, there's one thing left. I said it's similar to the beginning. We're gonna run this back through that first hole, come out this side. Alright, and to finish, we're going to go down a couple spots with the needle, like that. Pop it through. And there we have it. Making sure that that smooth side faces up. And look at that. I did it wrong. You can do a little like quarter turn out of the hole and you avoid any issues. And there we go. 2 spots down. There's plenty of time. There we go. Alright, we're going to attach the eye web of this here 44 signature series. Come through the top, just like the last video. We're going to make sure we leave, that's probably good, room to tie there. And then go through. Alright, there we go. Making that rectangle across the top. There we go, step 1 complete. Now we'll do the double cross at the bottom. So this is my 3rd attempt at doing this, there is a special knot at the end that is proving to be quite difficult. So we're going to ultimately do this backwards from the way we did it last time. We're going to come in this way, come do our X's, and then try to finish out that final knot. It took me so long to do this last time that my camera battery died for the second time tonight. So we're going to try again. Now, the difficulty of this knot is that we basically are going to come through this top hole, out of here, boo, 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 and then start going that way. Well, when we're done, we have to come back through and come out this hole through these two. It's a mess. I'm terrible at it so far is what I've learned. I would be a-okay to not do one of these again, but we want to make sure we get it right. So here's where how that knot ends up coming out. It comes right here, and then we ultimately have to send the knot back through, and we'll have a tie up come out this way. It's cool looking. Somebody way above a beginner would be probably having fun with it. I am not. So we're doing a double here, not just a single. So we pull this first one through this way, then over, I got it. It was a pain. 10 out of 10, do not recommend.
Alright, so we've got our web finished, thumb and pinky finished. We're going to go across, do the bridge, and then do the wrist, and we're done here. So we're going to take another piece of lace, and we're going to start up top. We're going to have a knot, and then we're going to go, it's similar to what we did before. We're going to crisscross all the way around, the smooth side showing on the inside, and the rough side will be back here on the outside. Alright, so we've made our run through. Now we're going to go through here and then into the web. Now I know this is a little bit different than what we've done in the past, but that's what makes these kind of things fun. Again, with the back showing. Alright. So now we're going to go across the top of our web here. We're going to go through the web on the bottom and then start wrapping. And then it kind of doubles up at the beginning. We still want that smooth side showing. And then it kind of doubles through that first hole. And now we go along the way. Once we finish this run, we come through the inside part of the glove. You want your knot to finish on the outside. Your web will be showing, or sorry, your lace will be showing. So you want to make sure that smooth side is up, as always. And then once we're complete, we do our box knot. Your lace length, try to match it. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Probably go about right here. And then just a simple knot. Remember, we're trying to keep it as close to the glove as we can get. So okay, last things last, the heel. All right, so our final thing here is going to be to run the wrist. Now, we're going to go through this first hole, through the 2 holes on this side, and then loop it back around to come through here. That kind of secures your first part. Now we're going to cross over here and come up and out this first hole here. So we cross over to this hole. We're actually just going to pull it all the way through, just the one. Make sure we keep our lace a little tight. Alright, so now we're through. We have to go back through these double holes here. So we're going to pull it up kind of close to the lace. It's going to go through with the rough side up and then out right here. And there we have it. Simple enough. Now we tie it up. And now we're done. So there we have it, the full relace of the 44. Probably condition it one more time before we send it back to Drew. But yeah, we did it, made it through. Wasn't too bad, not too bad at all.